Hi friends and future me. So one of the most powerful things I've done for my entrepreneurship journey was to declare my goals out loud. It sounds simple, but doing this shifted me from dreaming and learning to actually taking real action. In this video, I wanted to share how that happened and why this move made such a big difference. I'm sharing what worked for me, and maybe it'll spark something for you too. I always had the dream of entrepreneurship for many years, and I wanted to work when I want and where I want and not have to worry about money. It always felt like a dream to me, and I was always in learning mode. I consume a lot of content. I read a lot of books. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I attended a lot of seminars, and it felt like progress to me. But after a while, when I look back at it, it felt like I was not taking any real action towards starting my business. So now that I look back at this, it's almost as though I was using learning as an excuse to not take action, which feels so much harder to me back then. The real turning point for me happened when I was nudged forward by sharing my goals with others. I didn't just share vague ideas such as someday I want to do this, or I dream of doing something like this, but I ended up sharing real and clear intentions to my friends, and it made me feel more accountable and more into it. It felt more real to me and no longer just being in my head. So of course there's always that fear of being judged by my friends, or the fear that I fail and then people will think poorly of me, my friends will think poorly of me. And yeah, it felt risky and scary to me, but ultimately it was a necessary move that I felt that I needed to do. So the response I got was quite interesting. Instead of getting judged by my friends, I actually found encouragement from them instead. My friends were curious and supportive about what I was doing. They checked in with me quite often. They will ask me questions about my progress, maybe out of curiosity or maybe out of concern. I don't know. But they did provide me with a lot of encouragement. And I think the gentle pressure from them, as well as the encouragement from them, made me really serious about taking real steps to show up for them. So I wasn't just doing this for myself anymore. I felt like I was also doing it for them. And I have nowhere to hide now that I've announced it, and I just have to act on it. I didn't want to be that person who was always talking big but never taking any action. Coincidentally, what caused me to create this video was because of me attending a weekly accountability pod meeting earlier today. One of my pod mates was sharing his account of how he lost a few thousand Instagram followers because he took a break from creating new content for a month. And he decided to make an announcement on his Instagram account that he was going to create a new content within the next week. That really nudged him forward, and so within a day, he actually created a new content. And that was just very simple but powerful proof to me that, saying something loud creates the momentum. So when I reflect over all this, it's almost like declaring your goals brings out accountability, clarity, support, and commitment. It doesn't feel like a magic trick to me, but it helps to create a shift in my mindset. I don't think you need to announce this to a huge audience. Just one person can actually make a difference. So I'd like to invite you to think about one goal that you have and be ready to say it out loud to someone, anyone. And in case you've done this before, did you find that it helped you to take action? Well, thanks for hanging out with me. If you enjoy this kind of content about real progress and personal growth, you may like to check out my other videos as well. I'll see you soon. Bye!